Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Go ahead and double tap on the screen for me as you come into the room. How y'all doing this morning? How y'all doing this morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, we're a few minutes early this morning. It's all to the good. Loving my blood clot. I appreciate you. Good morning, Heather. I see you tapping in early this morning. Okay, y'all are not wasting no time. IG, one thing about y'all is y'all ain't gonna waste no time. Y'all got them notifications. Y'all got them set. You hear me? Y'all got them set. I'm telling you, y'all waste no time. Y'all go from nobody on the live to 100, almost 100 on the live and 0 point something flat. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Go ahead and double tap on my screen. Anissa Foster, good morning to you. Jessica, Monet, good morning to you. Miss Red, how are you this morning? Winnie, Jenny, good morning. They go Corky Chevy. I see you. Good morning to you. How you doing? Miss Impressive 78. I see you on here this morning. Good morning, good morning. How y'all doing over here on TikTok? I see y'all. Hit that share button as you come into the room. Good morning, everybody. Those of you that's been ordering your Hello Somebody boxes, those boxes have started being shipped yesterday. More are being shipped today. More are going to be shipped on tomorrow. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays are my shipping days. So those boxes are going out right now. We are currently out of stock, right? We don't have, if you do not receive your box this week, you will be receiving your box sometime next week, okay? So no worries. Everybody boxes is coming. I am currently sold out. I'm currently sold out, so I had to take it off of I had to put it onto the website that we're sold out. What we're waiting on right now is we're waiting on more stuff to come in. Everything that's out right now is everybody that copped theirs doing the pre-order. If you ordered after the pre-order, you already knew that it was going to be a wait for your stuff to come because we had to get more stuff in. So that's what we're waiting on right now. I just didn't want to overdo it and have you guys shopping and waiting, and then everybody would have been inboxing me. Y'all definitely did. Y'all definitely did. I didn't want a bunch of people, I didn't want a bunch of people emailing me and inboxing me on the site. Where's my box? Where's my box? Where's my box? So just giving you guys a head up. If you order during the pre-order, your boxes are on the way. They will be shipped on Monday. Yesterday they shipped, today they shipping, and tomorrow they shipping. If you order during pre-order, those boxes are already packed and they're ready to go. If you ordered your boxes after the pre-order, what we're doing now is waiting on the rest of the stuff to come in so we can get your boxes stuffed, and you guys are going to be then ready to go as well. All right, so you got to give me some time, and they'll be coming to you after I get back from Jamaica, because I leave for Jamaica on this Friday, right? So yes, so that's what we're doing with that. You don't have to inbox me, you don't have to email me, you don't have to write me. When I tell you it's coming, I promise you your box is on the way to you. Okay, patience. It's definitely on the way to you. I want this stuff out of my house as much as you want your stuff. I want you to have it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to each and every one of you guys this morning, man. Double tap on my screen real quick as you come into the room. If you woke up this morning and you are happy to be here, right? If you woke up this morning, you like, you know what? I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to, be able to experience this brand new life. You know what I'm saying? This brand new day. Just double tap on my screen. She says, you're getting me out of depression. I thank you so much. You're welcome, love. You're welcome. Double tap on the screen. Listen, I don't know what you got going on, but let me see, how can we just go ahead and remove you? Yeah. Because you doing too much. Doing too much. I'm sorry. Yeah, was doing too much. I ain't got time for all that this morning. Good morning to you. How y'all doing this morning? Yes. What's up, Treyway? How you doing? What's up, Nisha? How you doing? T-Way, I see you. Kelly? Kelly, good morning. Evelyn Kelly, good morning to you. How you doing? Corey Ones, I see you. Double tap on the screen as you come in, man. This is your morning walk in worship where we goes down every single morning from Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You get your 3 wins a day over here, baby. 3 wins a day. That is a mental win, a physical win, and a spiritual win right here with your girl, Street Poet, and the Chosen family, helping you set your morning up for success, right? And we don't say help you set up your life for success. We say help you set up your morning for success. And the reason being is because this is a daily a daily thing, right? This is something that you have to work at every single day. This is not something that you could do on today and then it just works for the rest of your life. No, this is something that you have to work at on a regular basis. The family's doing fine. Grandma's doing fine. Thank you so much for asking, Tia. Good morning, LaGrace. How you doing? I see you double tap. Appreciate you so much for the stars over here getting us started on Facebook already. That's what I'm talking about. Good morning, Danielle, Aubrey Bridges. I see you tapping in. Lily and Graham. I see you tapping in as well. Body by Kira, what up with you? Good morning to you, Latifa, Trish. How y'all doing? Crystal Love is here. Okay, good morning to y'all. All y'all boxes is on the way. I saw all y'all names as I was getting them all done yesterday. So y'all, all of you guys, check your emails. If you want to know if your box is shipped, if you want to know if your box is on the way to you, check your email. I sent out confirmation emails for everybody's stuff that has been packed and is on the way. Check your email. Your stuff is on the way to you. We are completely sold out on the Hello Somebody boxes. So yes, right now you will not be able to order the boxes. Okay, we don't have any more. It's a wrap. It was, listen, it was, okay, thank you, Lynn. Appreciate the badge. Listen, first of all, it was a trial, right? This is something that I had already told, I was telling Tifa that I wanted to do. This was a trial, right? And y'all blew the trial out the water. I'm telling you, like, we did a trial and y'all showed out on the trial. So it's like, now we have to go back, analyze the numbers, see what it is that we did, how we got everything together. And after we see how we got all of it together, we have to make sure that all the numbers are numbering, right? Because this isn't, if you look at these boxes, you have to also know that this is very expensive to have everything customized, everything branded inside of that box, from the pen to the journal to the, you know what I'm saying, the affirmation cards to the prayer cards. All of these things cost, and I needed big quantity, right? So it was like, you know what I mean? Even though, you know, some people was like, oh, well, the boxes is $85, well, the boxes is $75. Yes, it's $75, and then you do your shipping as well. I get it. I understand it may have not been feasible for some people, but you gotta look at the work that I also put in to make sure that we have these, right? So right now, I'm not gonna put out any more of these boxes as of right now, right? So what I done was I already removed it off. I didn't remove it off the site. It just says sold out because it's actually sold out. Everybody that has already pre-ordered a box, if you've already pre-ordered a box, if you have already got your order in, you are good. I am going to make sure that I have everything that I need to get you guys' boxes sent to you. I'm just letting you know it won't be any more of that box that's going to be coming out. This was a trial thing that I said I wanted to see so I could see how it would work, see what these numbers are looking like at the end, and then I will make a determination as to whether or not I want to continue this way, because it's costly. It's not a cheap thing to do, right? So I got to make sure that the numbers are numbering, and then we'll make up our mind from there how we're going to move forward with this, right? So right now, if your order is in, check your email, check your email, check your email. I sent out confirmation emails through the site for everybody whose boxes got shipped already. All you guys' stuff is already. Matter of fact, Ra, I see you right here on Instagram. Your box was the last. You were blessed yesterday to get yours in. You are the last order. I cut it off right after your order came in last night. So yes, if you wouldn't have ordered last night, you would have been bad, baby. Yes. So yes, that's it. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. I see you guys are like, Street, can we please wait until such and such? I get paid and I'm going to da-da-da. Listen, it's going to be other things that I'm going to be dropping, right? I have some other stuff coming out. And when I get everything going, I promise y'all, I'm going to be dropping stuff here and there and everywhere. Y'all know I'm always coming with something different. So if you didn't get a box this time, it does not mean that you will not get a box the next time, depending on whatever it is that I got going on, okay? So I just want to start out by first saying that y'all stuff is on the way. I know it's been a long time coming, but I had to wait on everything to get in, and then I had to wait on everything to get packed. Then I had to wait on for us to figure out how we were going to get it shipped, how we was going to make things work the way that we needed to work. And boom, I got into the factory yesterday. Y'all, if you've been following me for a while, you know I call the factory. We get in the factory when I'm making t-shirts, when I got my stuff coming up out of here. That's the factory. So we got into the factory yesterday, got some stuff packed up for you guys, got the ship rolling, and guess what? So now y'all stuff is on the way. So as soon as I get everything packed up and on the way. The rest of you guys are going to be receiving your emails. If I'm not mistaken, right now I only need 11 more. I got to get 11 more journals and everything else to go inside the boxes. Once I get that set of 11, everybody will have their stuff and we will be good to go. All right. So I love you guys, and we're going to jump right on into morning walk and word and worship. I started early so I can tell y'all about the boxes. How y'all doing this morning? Good morning, Mama Tina. How are you? Simone Downey. Good morning, Felicia. How are you? Sharon. Good morning to you. Benny Simpson. Good morning to you. I'm going to tell you, I love me some y'all. I'm going to tell y'all that first and foremost, though, because one thing for sure, two things for certain is y'all do not play about me. Good morning, Lily. How y'all doing? How you doing this morning? Good morning, Lily. How are you, man? Y'all do not play about me, boy. If I drop something, if I promote something, if I put something out there, one thing about it is y'all gonna support Coach. Y'all gonna come through, and y'all did an amazing job on a trial run, man. That is, man, it's a blessing. It is a blessing. I just want to say first and foremost, I love you guys. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all so much for all of that. And we're gonna just talk about this morning about how much I want you to believe in yourself. How much I want you to trust in yourself and know. Come on, Sophia and Kira, I see y'all. How much I want you to believe and trust in yourself and understand that, you know, no matter what it is that you got going on in your life, that you're more than a conqueror, right? We started talking about this on Sunday. Y'all give me 2 seconds real quick. 2 seconds, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I got on live early. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, y'all can look at my diagram. Check my diagram out real quick while I do this. I'm on my way back. But listen, I done got spoiled already with the sweat that I get from this thing that I can't turn it loose. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be mad if I get on there and I get to going, and then that t-shirt don't do it for me, y'all. That t-shirt don't produce enough for me. This thing right here, I ain't gonna do too much because I got to get it on the Amazon store. When I get my Amazon store up and running, see, we got a lot of stuff that's going to be doing what we needed to do. That Amazon store running, boom. Look how I came back. Yeah, we need to get that on. I can't do morning walking. Yeah, I had to get it on. Come on. Yeah, man, listen, I can't be giving away the free promo. Look at Kara talking about, yes, I can't give away the free promo. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I can't be putting up all the books we reading, all the stuff we be using. No, we got to get the Amazon store up so they can, you know what I'm saying, they can invest. They can come in there, you know what I'm saying? Come on, Tifa. Like Tifa said, you got to stop leaving money on the table. We got to figure out how to do this. We got to, we need you up here, Coach. You know what I'm saying? Double tap on my screen. I love my people, man. I'm telling you. It's a blessing. It is a blessing to have people that love you, that genuinely love you, that support you, that want to see you doing well, and not just in one area of your life, but every aspect of your life. They want to see you do well. They want to see you excel. They want to see you, you know what I'm saying? They want to see you win. So much so that they like, nah, we got to do this and do that. You know what I mean? We willing to work with you. So good morning to everybody, man. This morning, walk, word, and worship with your girl, Street Poet. I just want to say first and foremost, I love you guys. Everybody's boxes are coming, and after that, good morning, Antoinette. How you doing? I need for y'all to know that you are more than a conqueror, but having a conqueror type of mentality. Thank you, Mama Tina, for the stars. You know what I'm saying? I need for you to understand that you cannot just be a conqueror in certain areas of your life. You have to have a balance. You have to be balanced all the way across, right? And that's mind, that's body, that's soul. You have to know who you are in every single environment that you go in. Some of you guys, you'll go into certain environments where you feel like, and notice I said feel, where you feel like, understand, oh yeah, well, I know these people, I can do this and I can do it. You should, the same way you are around that group of people, you should be around that in no matter what situation that you go into. If you are happy, joy, when you walk into the room with your people, you should be happy, joy, when you walk in the room with these people and these people and these people, because guess what? Sitting in environments where you can't be your true authentic self is direct disrespect to you. Yeah. Thank you, Felicia, for that badge. Appreciate you. I couldn't catch that name on the gifts. Yeah. Sitting in environments that you can't be your true authentic self, that's a direct disrespect to you. You're disrespecting yourself by sitting in environments where you have to reduce the person that you are, where you have to sugarcoat or water down the person that you are. If you go around anybody, you should be able to be your true authentic self. You should be able to live out loud. You should be able to be who you are. And that's even including in conversations. Oh yeah, well, you know, I got to censor this. If I got to censor my conversation around you, then I don't need to be around you. If I have to watch what I say, watch what I do, not clap for myself, not talk about what's going on in my life, if I have to censor it, whether that be good, bad, or indifferent because of who's around, then I have to check the conversation that I'm having, right? I'm checking the conversation that I'm having, one, right, to make sure that it's not a negative conversation. Thank you, Mama Tina, for those stars. And two, you have to also look at the people that you're around. Well, it's something about you that I don't feel comfortable. Yeah, you talk too much, or you got this going on, or you got that going on. Then why are you around somebody who have these type of issues? Why are you around somebody that you feel like is messy? Why do you feel like you're around somebody that is drama-filled? Why do you want to sit around and feel comfortable sitting in an environment with anybody that you got to question? If I got to question you, if I got to question your loyalty, come on, bad girl. If I got to question you on your loyalty, your commitment towards me, then why in the world, come on, Karen Lewis, appreciate those stars. Why in the world would I want to be connected to you in any type of way, shape, or form? Yeah, if I got to question who you are, why would I want to be connected to you? I don't want to feel like I have to filter or censor. Say what if I can't be my true authentic self, if I can't say what I need to say, if I can't talk about my success, if I can't talk about my failures, if I can't talk about my sadness with you, then why are we doing this right here? And granted, there will be some things in your life that you feel like, you know what, I don't feel, you know, just because of the person, right? That I just, you know what I mean? And it's not anything bad about that person, because like we learned in our class before, we have different friends for different needs, right? Everybody have a place in our life. That's the part of knowing how to put people in the right position in our life. There are some people that you won't have conversations and say certain things with or around, not because you are afraid that they're going to be full of drama and chaos, because I got to make it make sense to you. I need for you to grasp this all the way. Thank you, LaGrace, for those stars. Not because you are full of drama, not because you're full of chaos, not because I'm afraid that you're going to go run tell my business, but I understand that you're not on my level of understanding. I can't take advice from you, and I respect you enough not to bring you a conversation that I already know that you can't comprehend. That's a whole nother story. That's not you being a bad friend. That's not you censoring yourself. That's not what that is. I'm saying come on, friend, say that's deep. Yeah, think about it. It's not that I don't love you. I love you. It's not that I don't care about you. I care about you. But my level of thinking, my level of living, what I got going on, you won't be able to understand that. And people will only understand from their level of understanding. So I respect you enough not to bring you something that I already know that you can't do anything about. That's what we're talking about. It's not that you messy. It's not that you talk too much. It's not that you're drama-filled. It's not that I got to worry about hearing my information somewhere else. It's just that this wouldn't be something that you would be able to help me out with. That's all. Rachel White, thank you so much for those stars. That's something that you wouldn't be. That's the same thing, like, you know, when you have friends, when you're in a financial situation and they in a financial situation, both of y'all going through something, and it's not that I don't love you, and it's not that you're not a good friend. I love you deeply. Understand that. But I know that financially, you're not in a position to assist me. Financially, we're in the same exact predicament. So instead of me coming and dumping what I'm going through, dumping that on you, I talk to somebody that I know that is a little bit stronger or in a better position than the both of us. I may not have that conversation with you because I know the type of friend that you are. And now I don't want to take the chance of being you sitting over there trauma bonding together. Understand that. So yes, I'm not going to come and talk to you about that because that's something that you're already going through. That's a struggle that you're already going through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to somebody that's in a better position, right? So that they they can talk me right on through this so that they can motivate, they can push, they can inspire me up out of the situation that I'm in. And if they're a friend of both of us, then we both going to talk to them. Come on, double tap on the screen. That's a whole different side of that coin. And that's the reason why you have to be careful about the things that you teach and making sure that it's clear all the way so that people can fully understand. You don't have to cut them off. You ain't got to walk away from them. It's just that, I know the difference in between a messy friend and a person that's just not there yet. You're working on it. That's why we still friends. You trying, that's why we're still friends. I see your effort. I see you taking the initiative. I see your ambition. I see you got so much potential, and you're not just holding on to the potential. You're actually trying to push yourself to that level. And as long as you're pushing yourself, thank you, Takesha, for those stars. As long as you're pushing yourself, you got me as a friend. As long as you're trying, then you got me as a friend. As long as you're working on it, then you got me as a friend. You ain't got to be on the same level that I'm on. Man, you ain't got to be on the same level that I'm on right now. You ain't got to be working with the same exact mindset that I got right now. All you have to do is be willing to try, asking the right questions, putting yourself in the right rooms, you know what I'm saying, inside of the right environments. All I want to see is effort. Baby, I love me a trying person. I'm going to tell you that right now. And that's even in relationships. Man, come on, talk to me nice, baby. All you got to do is try. That's all I need you to do is try. Hello, somebody. I'm not expecting nobody to be perfect. I'm not expecting for nobody to always have it all the way together, have they ducks always in a row that ain't never had never had no issue. I'm not concerned about that. I just want you to try. When you're going through certain things in your life, when you're down bad in your life, you will be amazed that how many people will actually step up to the plate and help you. Many people that will step up to the plate and invest in you. People that will step up to the plate and come right over there to assist you in one way or another. Not because you got it all the way together, but because they see that you're the type of person that's willing to try. Thank you, Sweet Baby Treats, for the gifts on TikTok. Yeah. Just because you're willing to try, I see you getting up every day and getting after it. So I felt led to bless you. I see your consistency, your dedication. So I decided to bless you. I see that you're working at it every single day. No days off. I decided to bless you. I know that life dealt you a hard hand. I understand that, you didn't have the real support like everybody else and all of that. So God sent me over here. And I want to help you out with that. No worries. I got you on that. Why? Because of the fact I see you trying. Most of us are not living up to our fullest potential and do not have the assistance that we need. Not because people don't want to help us. So you have to dismantle that thinking on this morning. For everybody that's still laying in the bed right now, when you having yourself a show enough pity party, you pacing your floor and you pissed off, you mad at the world. The world then let you down. You mad at everybody right now. You've been pacing the floor. You've been sitting out there in your car trying to figure out how you gonna crank up your car because it ain't no gas in it. The kids gotta go to school. Well, they out of school now. So you trying to figure out how I'm gonna keep stuff in here, how I'm gonna keep how the lights gonna stay on. Now my water bill going up, all this going up. I got to deal with these kids and figure out daycare. I got to do all of these things. And you have all these things on your mind and you're trying to figure it all out and you're trying to do this and trying to do that. But guess what? This is what's going on in your mind, but ain't nothing going on in your feet. All of that's you're doing circles. You're doing sprints in your mind, but there's nothing going on in your feet. There's nothing. Come on, friend. Let's be real. Let's call it out for what it really is. And guess what? There's absolutely no movement in your feet. There's no movement in your hands. You're doing circles inside your mind, but there's no movement in your feet. There's no movement in your hand. All you're doing is thinking and thinking in circles at that. At one point or another, you have to say, oh, let me go down here to see if they have any summer camps openings available. Let me go and see if they have any church camp assistance available. Let me see if they still running the church vans because I might need a ride to work. Let me go down here and see if anybody can assist me this week with getting back and forth to work, and I pay them on Friday. Understand that. Can you give me a ride this week? I really ain't got it right now. No, all you doing is sitting and soaking. All you doing is sitting and whining. All you doing is sitting and complaining and talking about what people are not going to do and how people feel. You are projecting on them. them. You're making your assumption in your own mind that nobody's going to help. You're making your assumption in your own mind that nobody cares. You're making an assumption in your mind that nobody will come through. But the truth of the matter is, you can't get that assistance by sitting in your bed. You can't get that assistance by sitting over there being sad, depressed. Nobody wants dark energy around them. Let's start there. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm least likely to help you with dark energy. Yeah, that's a fact. I am. That's just me being transparent. Come on, I just want to be real. I am least, okay, well, y'all can judge me a little bit on that, but it is what it is. Come on, Sadiddy. I just want to say it. I am least likely to help you with dark energy. Dark energy, I do not tolerate at all. A complaining, nagging, always unhappy. Every time it turn around, it's something going wrong in your life. Nothing's ever going right. I will walk smooth off from you. Friends say, I can't see. I knew it wasn't just me. Hello, somebody, baby. I will walk smooth off before you even tell me what's happening in your life. I will take off so fast you will think I got jets on my backside. That's how fast I will get up out your face and up out your way. Understand that dark energy, that draining energy, that whining, complaining, oh no, I would get up. I would much rather you walk up to me face to face, and this is real, and say, you know what? I was trying to do this, this, and this, and this did not work. Is it any way that you can help me? What did I say? It was something that I said in that was key. It was something that I just said in there that was key. I said that I was trying to do this, this, and this, and it did not work. And now I'm going to have to do this. Is it any way that you can help me? You started that whole conversation off the right way. He or she started that conversation. There you go. They trying. You started out by saying, I'm trying. You showed up with the proof of try. I tried it this way. Check this out. I tried it this way right here. But this way right here, this did not work out the way that I wanted to work out. Then I tried it this way right here. And when I tried it this way right here, this did not work out. But because I tried it both of these ways, I've already lost some time. I already lost some finances. I already, you know what I'm saying, and been down there. Now I want to try a third time. But this time I want to try it this way. Do you have any input? Is it anything that you can do to help me get it done this time to see if this, oh baby, I will help you all day long. Give me a, what? First of all, you done came and you done got the home, you got your receipts together. Oh coach, I tried. I put forth some effort into this. Look at here. This is what I done right here. And that's how it works. But nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's going to do it in your place. You have got to be willing to get up and put in the work for yourself in your own life. That's how it is, not just in your physical life. This right here. So yes, if you want God to do something in your life, you're going to have to get up. If you want a door open, you're going to have to get up. If you want an opportunity, you're going to have to get up. You have to understand that nothing is going to be just given to you because of you. That sounds very entitled. That's a lot of entitlement that you're walking around with over there, and just expecting for people to bow at your feet, expecting people just to come through for you just because you, just expecting for people to do for you just because you asked them to do. I don't know about y'all, but I don't expect nothing from nobody. When I do something, anything that I do is always a test first. I want to see if you're really wanting to deal with this, if you're really going to support this, if you're really going to invest in this. Everything is trial and error. I don't just automatically assume that just because I'm coach, everybody gonna jump on board, or just because I'm coach, everybody gonna do this and the third. Oh no, anybody that's around me will tell you don't. I sure don't. I'm always surprised. I'm always surprised. They say, oh, coach, we told you it was going to sell out. Y'all said that. Y'all most definitely did. But I said, well, let me see. Let me see why. Because I know how fickle people are. I know how fickle people are. People support you today, and then they don't support you tomorrow. People be on board today, but won't be on board tomorrow. People will be all in, locked in all the way today, but then tomorrow, it'll be a whole nother ball game. And please don't let it be people that want to be you. Understand that some people are only going to support you to this level. And And the moment that they see that they can't outgrow you, or they're not outgrowing you, or they're not taking over what it is that you're doing, if they can't do it exactly like you, then they'll develop secret competition with you. They'll develop fake beef with you. They'll start to look at you, the person that's willing to pour into them, that's praying for them, fasting with them, that's giving them the best that you got, and they were giving you the best that I got. Yeah, you over there giving them the best that you got, and then all of a sudden, the same people that you're helping will go outside of their way to try to hurt you, depending on their mindset. So what you're saying, Coach, don't get comfortable. I don't care whatever it is. I'm not a comfortable type of person. And one thing that I teach inside my Patreon is for them not to get comfortable neither. I say get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's something that, my new people on the live, go ahead and jot it down. That's a no for some people. Thank you so much, Anissa, for that cash app. Yeah, let's be real. Become comfortable being uncomfortable. Don't ever get so comfortable, so complacent, so relaxed in life that you feel like you got it like that. That, it's just going to come easy to you. That it's just going to be poured on you, that it's naturally going to be this and that. No. You got to get up like everybody else. You got to work towards it like everybody else. Understand that you got to step and let God pour in your life just like everybody else, every single day without fail, no matter how many people that I have that actually support me. Right now, we're talking 1.1 million on TikTok, 500 and some odd thousand on Instagram, 297K over on Facebook on one platform, 297 something over on the other Facebook account. Understand that. Got YouTube, 34K, 35K, all of these people that follow, that support. And let's be real, I ain't being funny, I ain't being cocky at all, but I am going to say I got active members. My people don't just show up, they show up and invest. They show up, they take care. They show up and they work. They show up, if I got this, they buy tickets, they put behinds inside buildings. I got that type of support. But every single day, without fail, I still get up and I'm here on time. Let's be real. My Patreon right now is at 1,000, almost 1,500. It's almost at 1,500 subscriptions inside of a Patreon. Every day I wake up. And if you know me and been knowing me since I got started in 2017, you will know every day I would wake up on 2017 and I would do a Facebook Live on my way going to work faithfully, while everybody asking me, why are you still doing videos? You have to work. You have to study. You have to show up. You have to be consistent. Understand that you have to be dedicated to whatever it is that you want in life. And not only do you have to be that way, have that way as far as your physical, your grit, your grind, you have to also have the mentality of, I want it more than they don't want me to have it. Thank you so much, Lynn, for that badge. Oh yeah, I want it more than I know that there's some folk out there that don't want me to have it. It's some folk that want to see you down bad, that want to see you sad, want to see you depressed, don't want to see you succeed in life, have already spoken that over your life and been speaking it over your life since you've been a child. They had already set the limitations for how far you would go and what all that you would do. They had already said that this was going to be you, this was going to be your life. You're going to be just like your daddy. You're going to be just like your mama. You're going to be just like your family. They had already spoke that over your life. For those folks, I wake up every single day. For those folks are the ones that I show up every single day. I show up here, whether I got folk in the hospital, whether I got folk laid up in the bed, can't move. No matter what the situation is that I'm facing in my life, I show up. Why? Because of those folks. I want it more than you don't want me to have it. You would love for me to stop. Yeah. You gotta be sick of me. You're gonna be sick of me. You gotta be sick of me. Every single platform, from Instagram to TikTok to YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Patreon and everything that they done made. I'm on everything but Twitch. That's a fact. That's a fact. I own everything, but I want it more than you don't want me to have it. And I want it more than you don't want me to have it. That's my grind. So you have a decision that you can make, right? I'm even on Thread. You have a decision that you got to make. You You got a decision that how bad do you want it for you? Because if you sitting in that bed soaking, not wanting to get up, not wanting to take a shower, not wanting to brush your teeth, not wanting to really go to work, not wanting to do really nothing, then guess what? You've already made up your mind that you were going to be defeated. You've already made up your mind that you wasn't going to make it. You've already made up your mind to say that you wasn't good enough, that you wasn't capable. You can't blame nobody but you. Thank you, Felicia, for the badge. You can't blame nobody but you. You're making a conscious decision within your own life to say that they was right. What we learned in the book, you are giving power to the liar. The liar that told you that you couldn't do it, you're empowering the liar. You're letting the liar be right about you. The whole entire time the liar was lying, they said you couldn't make it. God was breathing breath into your body every single day to show you that you can. The liar was saying that you wasn't going to be good enough, but every single day God came through, brought breath into your body, gave you activities of your limb, gave you the right mind, all of that to show you that you're more than worthy, you're more than capable. All you got to do is make a decision within yourself to say that I'm getting up, to say that I'm worthy, to say that I deserve to be right here. But the problem is you are empowering the liar. You're making the liar be completely right about you every single day that you say depression got me. Stress got me. Anxiety got me. I've been over here having panic attacks and life is just like, you're empowering the liar. Every single time you allow your tongue to speak that negativity over your life, every time you say, oh, it's going to be so hard. Thank you, Body by Kira, for the gifts. Every time you look at yourself, say, oh, it's going to be so hard. I don't know if I'm going to make it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know this and I don't know that. You got to start speaking differently over your life. Oh, I'm going to win this. My expectation is that I wake up every single day, and when I wake up to win. My expectation is that I'm going to have it pressed down, shaken together, and running over. My expectation is that I will live a long life. Thank you, Rachel White, for the stars. My expectation is that I would have it exceedingly and abundantly, more than I could ask or think. I see what? Abundance in my future. I speak life over my life. I speak life over everything that is connected to me. Understand that I am prepared to fine dine. I am prepared to put on my suit and my tie. I might even pop out in a potty dress. You never know how I'm going to show up. Y'all know I'll be like this today and a whole nother person on tomorrow. I will go from street poet to Sharisa in 2.2 flat, all depending on how I'm feeling that particular day. I will go from street to Sharisa real quick right there in front of you. I'm trying to tell you, fine dine right there in the presence of every single one of my enemies. Right there, eat and get a full belly right there in the presence of my enemies. And that's the way that you have to be willing to show up in your life. I'm going to do well whether you support me or not. I'm going to do well whether you clap for me or not. I'm going to do well whether you are on board and you're coming along or not. I'm willing to go, as my grandmother would say, even if I gotta go all by myself. I don't know what these folks going to say until I get there. I don't know how these people are going to respond to me until I get there. I don't know what the outcome is going to be until I get there. But one thing that I'm not going to do, get your ink pens, I'm not talking myself out. Come on. You got to get up. You got to get in the shower. You got to brush your teeth. That's right. You got to get dressed for the day and you got to step outside. Let that sun hit you. And when you step in the sun this morning, you step in the sun like you ain't never stepped in it before. Thank you, Little Grace? Little Grace, thank you for those stars. When you step into the sun this morning, you step in the sun with a brand new mindset. Instead of you stepping in the sun this morning, and when you step out there, it's S-H-E-R-E-S-A. Like Teresa, Sharisa. Good morning, Christina. Thank you so much for those stars. Yeah, when you step out there, you step out there. And baby, when you step out, you step out. Shine bright like a diamond. You let that sun kiss your skin. Understand that. You show out. You step up and you know what, God? I'm here to show gratitude. I'm here to say thank you. I appreciate you allowing me to be a part of this day, to be able to experience this day. Understand that that's how you show up every single day. When that sun hits your skin, that's a gratitude. Come on, okay? Key, appreciate those stars. Oh, gratitude. My heart is full of thanks. My heart is full of gratitude, full of appreciation. I know that it's somebody that wanted to be in my position and they're not able to be here. You don't walk outside and experience a brand new day. And when you walk out experiencing a brand new day, before you can get into your car, you are, oh, it's going to be a hot day today. Be thankful that you're able to feel the heat. It's somebody that want to feel that. Somebody want to feel that heat this morning. Somebody want to be able to, yeah, come on, I'm just saying small win. That's a small win. Somebody want to feel that heat this morning. What I'm trying to tell you is that how you speak over your life, how you speak to yourself on a regular basis, that right there matters. How you talk to you, that matters. You have to watch the language that you say about yourself. Not just you, your business. You have to watch what you say about your brand. You have to watch what you say about your mental health, your physical health. You should always be speaking life over you and everything that is connected to you every single day without fail. You have to learn how every single day to do what? Self-parent. And that's why I said this is not something that happens overnight. This is not something that you do for a couple of months and then you fall off. This right here, this is something that you wake up and you exercise every day. You wake up and you practice it every single day, all throughout the day. You got into this negative thinking, negative speaking, negative living, this scarce type of mentality. You know what I'm saying? We got into this, and this was years worth of trauma. This was years worth of layers. This is years. This is conditioned thinking that we're breaking out of, right? This has been happening for years. This ain't something that just happened yesterday and you just started. So don't think for 1 second that you're going to get out of what you got buried down into and in years, that you're going to get out of it in 2 days, that you're going to get out of it in 3 days or 3 months. You're going to find sometimes throughout your day when you're even operating at a 10, even I myself sometimes have to check me, have to self-parent me, have to say, wait a minute, you need to pull that back. You done went negative, honey. That's a fact. You done went negative. Remember I told y'all when I was in the airport. I'm sitting in the airport. Remember I was in the airport? I was in the airport. I sent the money to the wrong cash app. $300, it was $297, let's round them $3 up. $300 I sent to the wrong person. And I was already frustrated, already agitated and annoyed with everything that was going on. Plus it was early and I was hungry. All of these things are already going on. And as soon as I sent it to the wrong person, first thing that I did was I started projecting. Oh, they ain't gonna send that back. First thing, yeah, oh, they ain't gonna send that back. You know how people is. They gonna wake up and say, oh yeah, well the Lord didn't bless me. Oh yeah, I had already said that I wasn't going to get it back. I had got wrapped up in my emotions. My emotions at one point had got the best of me. So much so I was so frustrated that I blocked the individual. Understand that? Come on, follow the story. We outside a little bit. Yeah. We on the front porch. Understand that? So I blocked the individual out of my emotions because I was so frustrated. I was so agitated and annoyed. I was in my feelings. I was mad. Now you mean to tell me I had to buy a whole nother flight? I had to buy another flight, $300. Then I just sent $300 to the wrong person and still got to, And wait a minute, that's like 600 and some odd dollars that I just spent and I haven't even got to Chicago yet. That's $600 that's just gone, poof, up out of there. And I haven't even gotten to the destination just yet. What in the world is happening? I got 4 delays. I got all of this stuff going on. Now, what am I going to do? I'm frustrated. I'm pissed off. I'm in my feelings. I'm in my bag. You can't tell me nothing. I'm pacing the floor of this doggone airport. If you would have seen me the way that I was pacing that floor, I promise you, it looked like the floor was coming up behind me, how hard I was stomping. I was mad. So mad that I blocked him. So mad that I blocked him. Think. Come on, Lily. Think. Low key, good morning to you. Home of the stars, appreciate that badge. Think. Come on. We get so mad that we start blocking our blessings. Write it in your notes, because we're in alignment with what we talked about yesterday. Sometimes we become so angry, so frustrated, so distracted with life that it's not anybody else. We start blocking our own blessings. Ooh, coach, wait a minute. We're going to talk self-accountability. Hold up. We're going to talk self-accountability. Come on, double tap. So yeah, you have to take responsibility of your own life. Some of us, we don't get what we deserve because we done got wrapped up in our feelings so much that we don't even make it to where we need to go to be able to get what it is that we want, because we didn't let stress, anxiety, frustration, and agitation shut us all the way down. So we end up blocking our own blessing and then blaming other folk. Hello, wait a minute. I got to do, wait wait a minute, because that's great teaching. Hold on. What happens is you become so frustrated, so agitated, and wrapped up in your own emotions that you block your own blessing, that you hit the block on your own blessing. It's not that, and after you do that, the enemy is cunning. The enemy is real smart. He's real tricky with what he does. Understand that. He's real tricky. He's real sly. Understand that he's a master manipulator. He knows exactly how to get you to block your blessing. And after he gets you, you're taking the notes. Y'all better be writing this down. And then after he gets you to block your own blessing, then he do what? Then he finesses your thinking into thinking that somebody else is to blame for what you did to yourself. Yeah, you better take the notes. Come on. Yeah. If you don't take your own self-accountability, come on, Crystal Love. Send me some love. Double tap on my screen. Where y'all at? Y'all are at 95.2K on TikTok. Get us up to 100K. Double tap on the screen. Let me get some gifts on TikTok. Let me get 6 badges on IG. Over here, we at 520 on the stars. Let's get up to 700 real quick on them stars. Double tap on the screen. Look at Heather Smith. Hey, it's a fact, friend. Come on. That's what it's a fact. It's a fact. Double tap on the screen. Thank you, Rachel White. I see the stars. Lisa B. Creation. Thank you, Helen. That's good teaching. That's good teaching. That's good teaching. That's detailed teaching right there. Come on, man. Thank you, Benny Simpson. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Corey. Yeah, double tap on that screen. Let's get us up there. We almost at 100K. We have to be real about it. A lot of us are not on the level that we deserve to be on, and we're not living up to our fullest potential, and we're not as successful as we should be, and we're not driving and living. Yeah, that's right. Even in a materialistic way or a spiritual way. Because we have to have both. Understand that I teach what? Balance. You have to have balance. You can't have more of one thing without having more of the other. Understand that if I work hard, I want to be rewarded for my work. If I show up, I want to be rewarded for me showing up. If I come in early and stay late, then I'm putting in overtime on my life. So I deserve to live good. I deserve to have. I deserve to be. I deserve everything that I got. I deserve it. So that's right. You have to have that balance. And one thing that you have to understand is the way that the enemy operates. Now I'm in a situation where I have blocked my own blessing, just like many other people do. We block our own blessings when we get frustrated, when we get agitated, when we allow somebody to piss us off to the point where we don't even see what's really important. You're blinded by your anger. You're blinded by your emotions. You're blinded by that situation. That is the trick of the enemy. That's exactly what he wants you to do. He doesn't have the power to destroy you. He has the power to trick you into destroying yourself. He does not have the power to destroy you. He has the power to trick you into destroying yourself. And just like that, I would have destroyed myself. And just like that, I was about to block my own blessing. And just like that, nobody else was responsible for my response. And that's the reason why I teach you guys that there's so much power in your response. How you respond to things that make you feel uncomfortable or disrespected. It matters because that determines whether you're going to your next level or not. How you respond to things that make you feel uncomfortable or disrespected determines whether or not you're going to your next level or not. Friends say, this message is for me. How you respond to it. Oh, come on, talk to me nice. You might as well. You might, wait a minute, coach. Yeah. It's power in your response. Yeah, it's power in your response. The way that you respond to things that make you feel uncomfortable or disrespected determines whether or not you go to your next level or not. Life is an obstacle course. It's a playground. Understand that. Come on. Double tap on the screen. Double tap on the screen. Let's just be real. So in that moment, just like me, when I was about to block my blessing, I did block it. I hit the block button. You hit the block button. Thank you, Amanda, for those stars. You hit the block button. Some of y'all don't physically hit the block button like I did, but you hit the block button on yourself when you didn't bid for that job that you knew that you were more than qualified for. You hit the block button when God gave you the business or the brand, and you know, and the capability, the anointing, the talent to do it, and you can do it. What other people have to be trained to do, you can naturally do. It just comes easy for you because you was blessed with the anointing that it just flows from you. But you talk yourself out of it, and you say, "Oh yeah, well, you know, I've been on this job. I'm just gonna work this job, and I'm just gonna let that be my hobby. I'll just play around with that." Oh yeah, then you're blocking your own blessing, because that right there, what you're shutting out, that's your generational wealth. You're shutting down your generational wealth for what is temporary. It's temporary because anytime, any moment of any day, any month, they can furlough you, they can fire you, they can lay you off, they can tell you that your service is no longer needed. You've been here 20 some odd years, and guess what? We got a new person that's in. They got more energy than you. They're more ambitious than you. Yeah, they got brighter ideas than you. You've been here so long that you've gotten used to this job. We want to bring in some freshness, understanding. Guess what? Now you're out the door. But God is saying, I gave you something. You didn't even, yeah, I gave you something. And now, yeah, and what I gave you, yeah, you put that to the side. What I gave you, you made that a hobby. What I gave you, you act like that was second best. I gave you, that job should have been your hobby. You should have been going, you should have been finding you a little part-time something, because I gave you what you could live off of forever. I gave you something that was going to bless not just you, but it was going to bless your children and your children's children and your children's children. And you brushed me off. You act like what I was giving you wasn't enough. I can't even understand, but you were making a decision within yourself about what cup you was going to drink from. I left it all up to you. You decided to live on that level of life, and I'm going to let you live on whatever level of life that you settle for. So if you settle for that basic, that mediocre, that bottom of the barrel, then that's exactly what I let you deal with. You want that, that's what you got. I've been telling you for years. You've been coming to church since you've been going to children's church. Understand that. That's how long you've been coming to church. I've been telling you for years what? That, I'm abundance. I got abundance. I got pressed down, shaken together. I got running over here. I've been telling you that for years. But yet and still, you still settle for less. You did that. Your life, your responsibility. You did that. You living on the level that you decided that you wanted to live on. You living on the level that you felt like you were going to be comfortable in. That's what you did, right? Self-parenting. When you know certain things, you have to use that information that you need, that you have. Knowledge is power when it's applied. Knowledge, just holding on to it, is just you holding on to it. You know it, but you ain't doing nothing with it. Get back on this. So at the end of the day, what happened is I hit the block button. Immediately after I hit the block button, spirit of conviction hit me. Sitting in the airport, I'm like, wow. He said, yeah, you're projecting. Not projecting. This is me having an inside conversation with myself. Me and self going back and forth. I'm not projecting. You're projecting. Immediately, what comes to mind? I'm thinking about when Moses sent the spies over to the land of milk and honey. When they went over there, they saw the giants. And when they saw the giants, they said, we're like grasshoppers in their eyes. They're bigger than us. They're stronger than us. You know, there's no way. And then in that moment, I said, wait a minute, what? I said, yeah, you're projecting. You're making the assumption that they're not going to send the money back. You're making the assumption that you just lost out on an extra 300. You're making an assumption that I won't do this, that, and the third. You don't understand that I can touch the hearts of anybody, and I can change that all the way around. They can say no to you today, but then in a skinny minute, flip that no straight to a yes. Let me go ahead and give you a try. A change of heart. That's the type of God that you serve. You show up every single day. This is what you coach. This is what you teach. You have to fall back. You're going to have to check yourself real quick. So now I'm having this internal dialogue within myself about me being the person that I actually teach, right? So now here I am, I'm over there like, what in the world going on? So then I unblock the individual, right? So now that I unblock them, I'm sitting down, but I also noticed that once I unblocked them, there was a sense of calmness that came all over, right? So now I unblocked them, and now I'm calm. I'm not as agitated as I was before. I'm not as frustrated as I was before. As a matter of fact, I went and bought a caramel apple, right? A caramel candy apple with the nuts on it. I stood up at the bathroom. Now I'm just leaning up against the bathroom. I'm eating a caramel apple, tearing it up. You got to know me to know I love caramel apples and nuts. So I'm tearing it up because I'm calm now. I'm like, okay, you know what, God, whatever happens, happens. However you going to go about it, that's what we going to do. If I get it back, I get it back. If I don't get it back, I know you're going to make a way out of no way. So yeah, here we are. Activate my spiritual superpower, which is my power of calmness. Think, process, understand, center yourself. So now I'm sitting over there eating my apple, y'all. I'm enjoying my time. I unblock it. I get up in the air. Now I'm all the way up in the air, right? We don't have Wi-Fi. So no Wi-Fi up in the air. I'm up in the air and I'm flying. All of a sudden, I get a notification, right? The notification is that the money was sent back to my account out the blue. Some of y'all have told y'all this when I came back. But all of a sudden, what? The money is back in my account. And I only had internet service long enough for me to get the notification that the money was back in the account. And then it went right back out. So I'm thinking like, what? I'm trying to see, first of all, how I got service up here, one. And two, what in the world just happened? Money back in the account. But that would have never happened if I didn't unblock them. If I would have left it blocked, then I would have never received my blessing. I would have never received my return. I would have never got that. And a part of this story that I didn't complete was, and then after I got that return on that blessing, y'all not gonna believe this because I'm just not going through my stuff that I got from Chicago, is why we're talking about this right now. Don't nobody throw no shoes or none of that. Remember when I said that we serve a God that he says, I'm gonna give you double for your trouble? Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you double for your trouble. How about I'm going through all of my stuff from Chicago, putting my cards and stuff up, and I got another 300 from money and gift cards and stuff that was given to me in Chicago. I got the 300 returned back to the account while I was up in the air. Then got another 300, some in cash, some in gift cards, that was given to me in Chicago, and didn't even know it until last night while trying to get my bag packed to go to Jamaica this weekend. Double for your trouble. So I said, I lost it, I gave that back, and then I gave you another one. You have to understand how important it is for you not to block your own blessing. How important it is for you every single day not to get to that place in your life. Thank you so much for those stars, Karen Lewis, where where you get so wrapped up in your feelings and in your emotions. Because as I told you guys before, that is a trick of the enemy. That's exactly what he wants from you. He wants you to be trapped up, locked up inside of your emotions. Because when we start operating out of our emotions, in that moment, right then and there, we don't think logically. Thank you so much, Freeman, for those stars. We don't think the way that we need to think. The moment that we start being focused on what is wrong, instead of us being focused on what is wrong in your life, start focusing on the things that are going right. Start thinking about how I'm in a better position to be able to do this, a better position to be able to do that. As I was going through those cars, I'm looking like, ain't no way, right? Once I got to 200, I was already about to cry. Y'all know I'll cry in a minute. So I'm already like, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way. Because I'm seeing, first of all, I was over there acting like them children of Israel. I'm projected. How, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I don't think he's going to give it back. There you go. I can show you where I can do what you think that I can't do. All you have to do is trust me. Me trusting and believing that he would do exactly what he said that he was going to do. As I was sitting there, I unblocked, right? So now I'm up there and I'm taking the stuff out. I'm already sensitive once I see the two. And I was like, ain't no way. Then when I start tallying up all the gift cards, I said, wait a minute, because it was a little bit over the 3, right? So now I'm over here and I'm saying, oh, wait a minute. I'm going through stuff. I was like, ain't no way. Big way. Big way. Big God handle big business about us. You look at yourself, we automatically think that we are inferior. We automatically think that we have to take a loss. We automatically think that we are designed to struggle, that we are here to just survive in life. And that's not so. And we have to understand that we are not put here to simply survive in life. We are put here to thrive. But in order for you to thrive, you have got to be willing to push yourself forward. You got to be willing to go against your own thinking. speaking, you have to be willing to self-parent yourself, to check yourself. This is not a sometimes here, sometimes there. I'm talking about daily self-check. I'm talking about daily self-correct. I'm talking about hold yourself accountable for making sure that you're thinking thoughts that are beneficial to your growth and development, speaking only things that are beneficial to your growth and your development. Always, always, always. Because the moment that you start thinking less of yourself, the moment that you start thinking that it's over for you, the moment that you start thinking that you can't come back from this, that, and the third, is the same moment that the enemy will do just what? He will feed that thing to the fullest. Oh yeah, you think that you can't do it? I'm gonna make sure that you can. Oh, you speaking next? Oh yeah, I got something for that. For every negative thought that you have, trust me when I tell you, he's here to boost it. He's here to ostracize it. He's here to take it to a whole new level. All you got to do is think negative. The moment that you start thinking negative and speaking negative over your life, you give every negative energy, every negative spirit that is roaming this earth, that is surrounding you, you just employed them. You just gave them a job. You just gave them an assignment. We got another one that say that they ain't getting out of bed. Let's take them on deeper into it. Some of y'all done soaked into y'all bed so deep that you down in there like it's a water bed. Remember you used to lay in the water bed back in the 80s. They had the water bed. As soon as you lay on it, the bed go all the way in. Some of y'all look like that. And your bed ain't a water bed. That's how deep down you are inside of the mattress. It's time for you to get up. It's time for you to get active. It's time for you to realize that you still got some skin in this game. You sitting and soaking will not fix what you got going on. You whining and complaining about your life will not fix what you got going on. Understand that you going back and forth from here to there, talking to the same negative people that's in the same negative condition that you are in. Guess what? They ain't got nothing but other negative stories to tell you. So y'all are sitting there going back and forth from trauma to trauma, issue to issue, problem to problem, bouncing off of each other as if y'all in competition with who hurt the most. Come on. We're gonna have to be real. Yeah, y'all, it's almost like y'all in competition about trying to see who got the most trauma, who got the most hurt, who got the most pain. At one point or another, you're gonna have to take full responsibility for your life, full responsibility for your growth and your development. Whether you win or you lose in this here life is all left up to you. Understand there will be no free passes. It's not gonna just fall over in your lap. I need for you to know that you will not get paid for work that you did not do. If you don't wake up and get out of that bed, brush your teeth, and get on some clothes and punch into this thing of life, then guess what? Where you're at today, you will be there tomorrow. You will be there next week. You will be there next month. You will be there next year. You will be on that downward spiral for the remaining portion of your life. And that's just not for me. I declare and decree over my life that the rest of my life about to be what? The best of my life. The rest of my life is about to be the best of my life. And I mean the best of my life on purpose. Yeah, talk to me nice. On purpose. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Put it in the comment section real quick. Double tap on my screen. Let me get some love on IG. Right now we at 759. Let's get up to 1,000 over on Facebook. Let's get to 1,000 stars on Facebook. Let me get 6 stars. Let me get 6 badges on IG. Talking about 6 stars. Let me get 6 badges. IG. We almost at our goal. Double tap on that screen for me. Double tap. We are at 142.9K. We got to get up to 200K over here on TikTok. Double tap on that screen. I see on purpose over here. I see on purpose on TikTok. On purpose, I need it in the chat over here on Instagram. Facebook, I need on purpose. On purpose. On purpose. I'm about to make the rest of my life the best of my life on purpose. On purpose. Thank you, Corey. Thank you, bad gal. Appreciate y'all. On purpose. I'm about to make the rest of my life the best of my life on purpose. And guess what? I don't care who I offend. Hello. Come on, Nicole. Appreciate you, Heather Smith. That's right. I don't care who I offend. That's right. I'm at peace knowing that there's some folk that ain't going to be at peace with me. That's okay. Miss Ray 3. Appreciate you. Yeah. I'm okay with that. Y'all, I'm not trying to be friends with everybody. I'm not trying to be cool with everybody. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, be in a clique with nobody. I just want you to know that I'm cool with it. Hello. However you want to go about it, because I do realize realize that it's going to be some folk that's going to be offended by my growth and development. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate you. Some people are going to be offended by my growth and development. Some people are going to be offended by the fact that I'm not giving and doing and pouring into folk that I see and acknowledge the fact that they will never be able to return that. Yeah, if I give it to you, if I do it for you, I'm all about reciprocation. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Purple Flower 93. I'm all about reciprocation, baby. Hello, that's the season that I'm in. I got 6 months. Come on, let's be real. I got 6 months left in this year. I got 6 months left in this year. And one thing's for sure, two things for certain is when I rock up out of 2024, I'm walking out of 2024 with a full cup. Feel how you want to feel. I'm walking up out of 2024 with a full cup. I've been operating with 3/4. Then I was operating with a half. Understand that on my cup, I'm walking out with a full cup. 2025 is going to run all over. Understand that it's going to be all over the place. But I'm walking up because I'm still learning a lot this year. I'm still learning a lot this year. I'm still correcting a lot this year. I'm still maintaining a lot this year. Understand that. So 2025 though, I'm already speaking it into existence right now. And you can trust what I just said, because everybody that's been here and you've been here in 2023, I told you in 2024 I was going extreme. I told you in 2024, watch what I do. I said I'm going to go international. We're going to Jamaica this weekend. I said we're going to Canada in August. Understand that. I said I'm going to do a full tour, and this tour is going to be solo. It's going to be just me. I want to see if I'll still be able to bring people out. I want to see what's going to happen. We have sold out. We've sold every single ticket that we were supposed to sell from January all the way through all the way through June already. Understand, God is good. He's amazing. I'm expecting to win. I wake up to win. I show up on time every day to win. I put my best foot forward every single day. What is it? Try. You show up and I'm going to pour. You step up, I'm going to pour. You do what you're supposed to do, then I'm going to pour. And if he did it for me, then he's going to do it for you. It's no special privileges out here. Understand that. And the same way. You want what I got, you got to be willing to do what I done. And you gotta be willing. Everybody want it when it's shiny, when it's bright. Everybody want it. Thank you, Shantae Star, for that cash app. Everybody want it shiny when it's bright. Everybody want it when it's shiny and bright. Good morning, Jennifer 3. I see you. Good morning. Yeah, you want it shiny and bright, then everybody want it. But what about the gritty? What about the muddy? What about the struggle? What about when you have to walk away from people that you thought you would be with forever? What about that? What about when you have to separate yourself, not for other people, but from that old version of yourself? Are you willing to shed from yourself? Are you willing to separate yourself from yourself, to get away from your own carnal, your own fleshly thinking, the thinking that you got that makes you think that you won't be able to make it, that lack, that scarce thinking that tells you that, oh yeah, you got to suffer to be able to have this. You got to tarry to be able to have that. Are you willing to walk away from that? To wake up every single day, even when everything ain't going the way that you wanted to go, you still got joy. You still got peace. You still not allowing anybody to ruffle your feathers, to trigger you into, anger, to pull you out of position, to provoke you, to go back and forth with them. Are you willing to shed that old broken version of you that you've developed coping skills with, to say that I've always been this way, I've always talked like that, that's just the person that I am? The devil is a lie. You have got to shed yourself of that individual. You got to rid yourself of that individual, because if you don't, you will be blocking your own blessing. It's nobody else. It's your own self-dialogue. It's your internal thinking. The same way that I was thinking in the airport when I hit the block. I was blocking my own blessing, not because of what somebody else said to me, but because of the lies that I was telling myself, because of the things that I was telling myself. Are you willing to have a different type of conversation with yourself? Are you willing to step up and look at yourself, see yourself with a better lens in your life? You got to be willing to say that I decrease. I decrease so you can increase. Yeah. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Sometimes you have to talk to the enemy like that. You're absolutely right. Me against you, you're too crafty. I might not win. Me against you, you're too slick, you're too sly. I might not win. But me with God, It's over for you. I want all the smoke. If I'm in alignment with his will, then he's providing me with protection. If I'm in alignment with his will, he's going to provide me with every single one of my needs. If I'm in alignment with his will, then guess what? I'm about to get it pressed down, shaken together. I'm talking about supernatural. Thank you so much. Is it Macion Vale for that cash out? I'm talking about a supernatural supply when I'm operating within his will, when I'm doing what I'm called to do, anointed to do, appointed to do, then baby, there's not a devil in hell that's going to be able to stop me. There's not a man or woman walking God's green earth that's going to be raw enough to distract me from doing what it is that he has called me to do. Understand that you have got to develop the mentality of it's not about me, but it's about the God that is within inside of me. It's about me staying focused, me staying committed, me doing exactly what he said that he wanted me to do. Understand? Because when I do that, then I'm protected, right? When I do that, then I'm in alignment. When I do that, then I know exactly what's going on in my life. So you have got to be willing to shed that old version of yourself. You have to be willing to walk away from that old version of yourself. You got to be willing to shut down your fleshly thoughts, your carnal thinking, because when you see things, you see them in a natural. When you see things, you see with your natural eyes things that are tangible. When he's doing things on a supernatural type of level. Understand that, meaning that he can change things just like that. He can move things in a way that you would never be able to move them. He can touch people in ways that you would never be able to touch them. That's the reason why sometimes you are just instructed to stand still. Stand still, because if you start speaking, come on, let's be real, because that's why it's important for you to develop that mentality of I don't always have to tell my side of the story, because when you start speaking, then you got to start messing stuff up. Thank you so much, Christina, for that cash app. Yeah, when you start speaking, you're going to start speaking out of your emotions. You're going to be talking right here with your emotions, and then before you know it, you're going to be saying some stuff that I didn't need you to say. You're going to be putting some stuff out there that I didn't need you to put out there. Now you're making the enemy aware of what your thoughts are, and as soon as you make him aware of what your thoughts are, he knows exactly what to twist and turn. He know exactly what to play with. That's why you have to learn how to be quiet. Stop trying to clear it up. Stop trying to make it make sense. Stop trying to make sure that everybody is on board. No. Let them folk think what they want to think and feel what they want to feel. All you got is one job. You have to think about the story of Gideon, right? Gideon is like, you know what? Wait a minute. Whoa. Gideon. Let's talk about Gideon real quick. You have to understand that Gideon is like, I'm from the weakest tribe, baby. I'm from the weakest tribe. Hold up. I'm from the weakest tribe. And not only am I from the weakest tribe, know this, I'm also the weakest inside of the tribe. I'm from the weakest group of folk. We don't know how to fight. We don't know how to do this, that, or the third. Baby, we just out here. We out here and we winging it every single day. We show up and we just do what? We just do our best. Don't know how it's going to happen. We just show up, and when we show up, we just do our best. We don't even expect to win anymore, but we just let folk know that we ain't scared of them. I'ma show up, but we don't even expect to win. So when he's called to go to war, Gideon said, wait a minute, how you tell me that I'm going to go to war when you know that I am, not only am I the weakest in the tribe, I'm from the weakest, and I'm the weakest. Right? That's how we are. How you telling me, coach, that I'm going to be great? You see where I'm from? You see the group that I came from, the family that I came from. You see the environment that I grew up in. How you telling me that I'm gonna do great things, that I'm gonna do big things, that I can go extreme in my life? Do you not see where I'm coming from? Do you not see what I had to deal with my whole entire life? Wait a minute, hold on. What are you talking about right now? I want you to understand that where you're going in life is not based on your family, not based on your community, not based on your past mistakes. That we serve a God that can jump you from the back all the way to the front, and guess what? He'll do it in front of everybody with no support at all. You can go from not having to having, from not winning to constantly winning. Understand that, from being a person that is over here that's struggling in a life to a person now that's going from a borrower in a life to the person that's lending now to everybody else that's taking care of everybody else. That's the type of God that we serve, and it's all about your own mindset. It's about how you see, how you view your God. Understand that. So Gideon is over here here, and he's being told what he's been called to come out there and do. Thank you, Amanda, for the stars. And that was his rebuttal. That's what he said. Now, wait a minute. I'm from the weakest tribe, and I am the weakest in the tribe. You're going to send me out there to get destroyed. You're going to send me out there to get tore up. If I go out there, I'm not going to win. Hold up. That's the negative internal dialogue that you got to shut down. That's what you got to be willing to separate yourself from. And what happened, like I told y'all on Monday, there will be some times in your life, there's going to be some people that you're going to be surrounded by that's going to be what? Doubting Thomases. Let me put my hand in your side so I can believe it. Let me put my fingers through the holes in your hands so I can believe it. I gotta touch it to believe it. I gotta see it to believe it. I don't really know. Some of y'all have that type of mentality where I don't know. I got seeing is believing, but seeing is believing, and we ain't gonna judge you because we know that there are some people that feel that way. They're so broken in their thinking. Understand that they have to see because they've been through so much. They have to see it, and we're not gonna judge you. We're not gonna judge you, but what we are gonna tell you is to work on that, right? Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things that are not seen. And we need you to work towards that every single day, right? So you could get to that point in your life where you're starting to trust God without seeing. But even in that situation, God did not shut him out. He didn't shut him out. He didn't do all of that. He just asked, he said, why you doubt me? Why you doubt me? But he allowed him to touch, to verify that I'm real. He allowed him to do what he needed to do so that he can know that I am real. And what you have to do in your life is look back at your life. Look at the experiences that you had and see how you've come out of certain things so that can build your faith, so that can build your confidence, so that can build your self-esteem. Understand that will get you to the place where you're pushing out that self-doubt, that will push you out of your fear, that will push you out of your insecurities. But in Gideon's position, understand that Gideon, all of a sudden, let's just imagine Gideon is strolling through the woods because they spend a lot of time in the woods. If you read in the Bible, you see they always in the woods. See, he's strolling through the woods, and as he's strolling through, then he overhears a conversation. Understand that the way that God works, we already know that he didn't overhear this conversation by happenstance. We know this wasn't a coincidence. We didn't know that we know that this was all aligned. This was all designed because we already know that he had low self-esteem. We already knew that he thought that he was the weakest in the tribe. We already knew that he thought that he wasn't going to be able to make it, that he was going to get destroyed if he went out there because of what he said. But then he goes out there and then hears what? He hears the angel say. The angel said, you're a mighty warrior. Me? Thank you, Freeman, for those stars. Me? Wait a minute, hold on, you talking to me? Wait a minute. You talking about me? We talking directly to you. Because some of y'all still sitting on the side of your bed right now, and when you sat on the side of your bed this morning, you had the mentality of Gideon. That you was weak, that you was incapable, that you wasn't worthy, that you wasn't good enough, that the decisions that you've made and the things that you've gone through in your life robbed you of every opportunity. Some of y'all woke up this morning and you feel like, I know my time then came and gone. I'm not worthy of this. I know God ain't thinking about me. Look at what I done. Look at the decisions that I made. Look how I lived my life for these past couple of years. I've done things that I dare not even speak about. I got struggles in my life that I never even part my lips to tell a soul because I know for a fact that they probably wouldn't understand. And there's some of y'all right now surrounded by people that are hanging on by a very thread. And it's just so happened that you made it to this live video this morning, just in time for Coach to tell you that there's still room for you. That you may feel like you're hanging on by a thread, but in all actuality, he got you tied up. But you have a decision that you have to make within your own life. You can walk up off that ledge this morning. You can get back in this game right now. This don't have to be the end for you. You have to separate yourself from that Gideon type of mentality and know that we serve a forgiving God, a gracious God, That no matter, there's nothing that you've done that's going to count you out. Mindset, willingness, shutting down your emotions, stepping away from your fleshly thoughts of being inferior and inadequate. In that moment, he heard, mighty warrior. Who are you talking? You talking about me? I'm a mighty warrior? Yes, you. Can you imagine the boost of his self-esteem the moment that he realized that we're talking about you, sir. Thank you, Melinda Simmons, for those stars. We're talking about you. You a mighty warrior. I'm talking to you this morning. You a mighty warrior. It's time to get up and get in your full armor. It's time for you to tap in. And the moment that you tap in, the moment that you get all the way on board the way that you need to, then maybe you're going to be just fine. You're going to see yourself do things that you never thought that you could do. You're going to see yourself accomplish things that you never thought that you would accomplish. You're going to see yourself move in ways that you never would have imagined that you would be able to move. You're going to be getting things done that you never in a million years thought that you would be able to get done. You would start to see yourself in a brand new light. All of a sudden, your energy is up. Your glow is up. All of a sudden, you're vibrating on a very high. Wait a minute. You're waking up and it's gratitude that's filling you. It's love that's fueling you all around you. You're a brand new person. And this is something that you created in your own life. This is something that you've done in your own life. And I need you to pay attention real quick, right? So here we are, right? Just imagine this right here. Over here, this is the mighty warriors. This is the mighty warriors right here, right? Just imagine that. These are people that are skilled, right? These are people that are skilled. These are people that are trained. These are people that have been studying warfare their whole entire life. And you see how many of them, this is a lot of folk right here. This is everybody. Let's just say this is relationship. Let's just say this is job. This is family. This is all of these people that are constantly coming at you. These are all of these people that are constantly coming at you for one thing or another. Every single day, it's a different battle. Every single day, it's a different struggle. Every single day, it's a different obstacle. Every single day, there's somebody else's temperature that you got to take out of this group right here. Constantly, day in, day out. Emotional torture. Hello, emotional torture. You're constantly going back and forth with somebody out of these categories, trying to get them to understand where you're coming from. But I want to say this to you real quick. While we're looking at that and we're looking at the quantity, we're looking at that and we're seeing what all we have to face on a regular basis. Let me just drop this in your spirit. Just a little bit of inspiration is that this right here. Understand that the whole world against you. Yeah. All of these people can be against you. And you can still win. I just wanted to say that real quick. Yeah. All of these people can be against you. People from your relationship, your job, from your family, and you can still win. Every single day you're dealing with this group of people. This the whole entire world. He said, I'm having me on your team. Having me on your team is more than you could ever think about. So you have all of this that you're going against on a regular basis. All of these folks in different areas of your life that are tugging at you on a regular basis, that are pulling at your emotions on a regular basis. This is something that you're dealing with, right? But then you get over here. Let's just say when we get over here to this side right here, right? This is Gideon. This is Gideon over here, right? But I need for you to understand, this is Gideon when he started out, right? So this is Gideon when he started out. This thing, he's over here and he's saying, it's so many of them and it's just me. I'm the weakest. I come from the weakest tribe and I'm the weakest in the tribe. If I go over there, do you not see all of these people? If I go over here and I start battling with these folks over here, then I know already that it is a lose-lose. There's no way that I'm going to come back from that. It's too many of them. They're going to be attacking me left and right. They're going to be coming at me left and right. You trying to get me jumped? Come on. That's what he got to be saying in that moment. It's just me. Little old me. I'm little in stature. Wait a minute. I can't go over there and do that by myself. But what Gideon understood was, once he heard the angel say, mighty warrior, understand that now his mindset has changed. So you see right here, the arrow going here. Now he done took off his mindset and he done took on, this is Christ's mindset, or angel right here, this red man in the middle. So now he done took on Christ's mindset, right? Now he has the mindset of Christ. Wait a minute, you called me a mighty warrior, but let's not skip past the arrow that's going right here in the middle, right? right? Because not only did he take on his mindset, he also took on his what? His heart. Come on, you better be writing it down. Wait, he didn't just take on his mindset. He took on his heart. I'm after your heart, right? Yeah. So now, when Gideon takes on Christ's mindset in his heart, right? He comes over here. Gideon then got jumped to the front. So now, you notice I drew Gideon twice, right? Because this is Gideon when he started. This is Gideon now when he gets over here. So this is his old man. Let's cross that man out because that man got a brand new heart. He also has a brand new mindset. Created me a clean heart and renew a right spirit within me. So now he's brand new. This is the old Gideon right here. He didn't transform his mindset and his heart. So right now this is the new Gideon. And even though this Gideon, he looks the same. If you can tell, he's the same size, right? He's the same size. He's the same person. But what's different about this Gideon than it is in this Gideon is this Gideon's heart is completely different. This Gideon's mindset is completely different. And now that when Gideon jumps from the back up here to the front, he's willing to face everything that he has to face because he knows who lives inside of his heart. He knows who's protecting and guarding his mindset. And he knows that no matter what it is that I'm going to deal with in my life, he knows whatever it is that I'm facing in my life, I'm not going to face anything that's going to be able to overthrow the God that is in me. When I show up with confidence. When I show up trusting and believing God to do exactly what he said that he was going to do. So even though I got the whole world against me, I'm willing to stand because not only when I was here and I was weak-minded and when I was here and I was gullible, when I was here and didn't know my own strength, he had the front. He was taking care of me on the what? Pay attention to the drawing. He was paying attention. He was over here holding me down on the front end. He was holding me down on the front end when I did not know who I was, protecting me in spite of me, being there for me in spite of me, providing for me in spite of me on the front end because he knew what he was going to put in me, right? So now that he didn't jump me over here, understand now he's protecting my back. Coach, why you draw the drawing like that? Hold up. Wait a minute, Coach. Wait a minute. You got the drawing now. The drawing is drawing something. What you saying, Coach? When I was over here, didn't know any better. Struggling in life, he was protecting me. He was providing for me. He was giving me everything that I needed. When I jumped over here, once I took on his mindset and I took on his heart, now this is a brand new Gideon. And you notice how he switched positions inside of your life? Did you notice how God switched positions inside of your life, right? And when you didn't know any better, he was still protecting you. He was still guiding you. He was still doing all the things for you in spite of you. And that's the reason why a lot of us, once we get into the mindset where we start to learn about God and his grace and all the things that he's done for us in our life, that's how we start crying so easily. That's why we become so emotional so easily, because we start saying things like, even in spite of me, he was taking care of me. Even in situations and predicaments that I was putting myself in because I didn't know any better, he was still protecting me. He was still shielding me. He was still providing comfort for me. He was still being my bridge over troubled waters. He was still being my way maker, even though I wasn't really operating with the right type of heart or the right type of mindset. Understand that. But God changes positions in our life. Understand that once we take on his heart and we take on his mindset, now he takes care of the back. Why does he jump to the back, Coach? You got to make it make sense, because he puts the full armor on the front. You got your breastplate, you got your belt, you got your boots, got your shield, sword, all that, got your helmet, everything that, if you go and read it, all of your armor is going to the front. He never says anything about putting anything on your back. He never says, I'm going to guard your back, I'm going to do this on your back. He don't need anything on your back because he already has your back. Notice in the drawing, the switch of positions. Now, here, you needed me on the front end because you didn't have on the armor. You needed me on the front end because you wasn't prepared. You didn't have the knowledge, the understanding, the teaching. So I had to protect you. I had to shield you because you was a baby running around just making foolish mistakes. But the moment that you took on my mindset and my heart, now you're suited with your full full armor so I can put you out here on the front line, right? I can put you on the front line and I don't have to throw anything on your back because I am your back. I am your backbone. I am, They can't do nothing to you. I'm right here. And not only am I on your back, I'm overshadowing every single thing that's coming your way. I'm bigger than you. I'm taller than you. Understand that I see things that you don't see. I hear things that you don't hear. So when I say move, we move. When I say duck, we duck. When I say bob, we bob. When I say weave, we weave. Why? Because I know what's coming at us. So all I need for you to do is trust me. All I need you to do is lean into me. Don't lean into you, but lean into me. Trust what it is that I'm telling you. Allow me to lead you. That way, when you're asking me for my blessings, you also are following my direction. So we're working hand in hand. Understand that we're working hand in hand. You want my blessing? Follow my directions. You want my blessing? Follow my direction. You want my blessing? Follow my direction. Don't ask me to give you something if you ain't willing to show up and do something. Reciprocation. Y'all thought we just wanted reciprocation. Nah, we don't just use that over here just because. Well, I don't keep posting about reciprocation just because. I post about reciprocation because I want you to understand even the God that we serve operates out of reciprocation. He's like, hey, what you gonna give me to get what you want from me? How you going to show up for me in order for me to give you what you want from me? You want something from me? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to come through for? That's right. That's what you're doing every single time you go into a fast, right? You're making a sacrifice. Every time that you wake up first thing in the morning and you make your way over the morning walk in worship where you could have been anywhere else, you're making a sacrifice. Every single time that you sit in front of that computer or in front of that phone and you taking your notes, at that moment you're doing what? I'm making a sacrifice. I'm taking the notes. I'm getting the information. Why? I'm about to change my life right there in front of everybody. I'm about to become a brand new something right there in front of everybody. The same folk that thought I wasn't going to make it, watch this right here. I want it more than y'all don't want me to have it. Watch how I come back from this. Watch how I move after this. You thought that this was going to destroy me? You thought this was going to take me out? Just keep watching. That's right. This right here will be televised. That's a fact. It's going to be televised. That's right, Crystal Love. Every single day that you wake up and you put 10 toes to the ground, I want you to sweat yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are and how much you love you, because there's no love like self-love. And you first have got to love yourself way before you're able to love anybody else. It's your favorite online motivational and inspirational speaker. It is your girl, Street Poet. Y'all know I love me some of you. This is Morning Walk, Word, and Worship, where we get it in every single morning. That's right, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. I'm just going to say 9:30 from now on. From to 9:30 a.m. you get your morning word. You get your inspiration, your motivation right here, your daily dose of it to get you moving in the right direction, to help you change your mindset from that negative over to that positive. And we do this live right here on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. I just want to tell you guys this morning, I hope you done got out your bed. I hope that that I've convicted you to the point where you like, you know what, let me get up, because this lady all in my house running up and down my hallway, feet kicked up on my coffee table, all in my relationship, my friendship, my job ship, my church ship. She got me looking at everybody around me like, is you one of them folks she was talking about? That's right. Evaluate every single person that you're surrounded by. Evaluate all of those people. Not only evaluate them, evaluate you too. Look at what it is that you're doing in your own life. Look at how you're projecting your negative thoughts over your own life. How you are over there keeping yourself from being able to live up to your fullest potential through your own fear and insecurity. Don't just hold other folk accountable, hold yourself accountable as well, right? Double tap on that screen, man. And then, you know, we have to drop the illustration. That's what we have to drop the illustration. If you got what you needed this morning, if you understand this morning, like, Coach, you know what? You're absolutely right. I've been walking around like Gideon. I've been walking around feeling just like that. Like I don't know if I'm capable. I don't know if I'm worthy. I don't know if I have a purpose. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. If you know that that's you this morning and you just got checked this morning, you just got the confirmation, the information, the motivation that you needed to snap up out of that type of thinking, that type of mentality over here on TikTok, send me some love. Send me some love over here on TikTok. Double tap on my screen. IG. if I did my job this morning, if you received your motivation, your inspiration this morning, if I touched your spirit this morning, if you got what you needed, go ahead and do me a favor and send me a couple badges right here on IG. Just say, Coach, you know what? I thank you for being you. I thank you for showing up this morning. I thank you for a wonderful word that you dropped on us this morning. We appreciate your dedication. Double tap on that screen. Facebook, y'all already know what time it is, man. Thank y'all so much. We just now getting really back into Facebook Live. And I'm telling y'all, this is like y'all second or third week. And y'all are showing out. Y'all are showing up every single day. Y'all dropping y'all stars in there to keep me coming back. That's right. You know what I'm saying? You got to participate like TikTok and Instagram. And y'all been doing a wonderful job showing up, taking notes, sending y'all stars through, you know what I'm saying, just being committed. Y'all ask for y'all lives back, and y'all are definitely making it easy for me to come back over here and drop these videos over here again, because y'all know me and Mark had that love-hate relationship over there, boy. I'm telling you, I love you guys so much, man. Thank y'all so much. But if I blessed y'all soul this morning, send me some love. Thank you, Cheryl Dixon. I appreciate that badge. I see y'all coming through with the love. Diva Styles, I appreciate y'all so much, man. Double tap. Is it Mystical? Appreciate you so much, man. Thank you, Charmaine. I see you with the heart over here on TikTok, man. Did y'all reach? Oh yeah, okay. Y'all at 246.1. All right, y'all know the morning goal be 200K. Y'all about to take that thing to 300K, ain't it? All right, that's what we doing. Y'all been on it since Sunday. TikTok, y'all been on it since Sunday. I love you too, Tia. Thank you so much. Thank you, Donnie. I appreciate you, Nikki. I see y'all coming through. Heather then went from Instagram to TikTok. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, Miss Nikki? Look at Body by Kira. One thing you gonna count on is Kira gonna come through and send her love every single time. DMV Hair Slayer, I see you so much. Appreciate you so much for that badge, man. For everybody that sent cash apps this morning as well, I appreciate y'all love and y'all support. One more time, y'all know I will not be live on Friday. Friday, I'll be already traveling out, going to Jamaica, so I'll be out that way. My flight leaves at 11. If I can pop in, y'all know I most definitely will pop in just to tell you guys that I love y'all. Pop in to make sure you guys are up and having the best morning ever. So, you know what I'm saying? I may be able to pop in. It all depends on what we're looking like inside that airport. But I love you guys so much, man. And that's the reason why I went live on Sunday, so I can make sure you guys got started and had a full 5 videos as promised, right? I like to be a woman of my word. When I tell you I'm gonna do something, I like to do just that. As I'm leaving out, just a quick reminder, everybody's boxes are coming. Everybody, y'all boxes are on the way. I promise y'all, I mailed out some yesterday. I got my car loaded now. I'm going to get off of here because I'm about to go to the post office, drop off this next set, and then I will be shipping out some more on Wednesday. And then I have about 11 people. You guys will receive an email through the website to let you know who you are as far as that 11 people. And as soon as your stuff come in, I will be getting your stuff mailed out to you guys as well. Thank y'all so much, man. Like I said, this was a trial run with these Hello Somebody boxes. I just wanted to see how it was going to move. Victoria, thank you so much for that cash app. How it was going to move, if it would be something that you guys would be interested in before I really turned it up the way that I want to turn it up. And you guys, man, I'm telling you, y'all came through and y'all showed me love. Y'all showed me genuine love, genuine support, and I genuinely appreciate every single one of you guys that purchased the box. You know what I'm saying, man? Y'all don't even know how grateful I really and truly am. Thank you guys so much for everything. It is truly a blessing to be able to serve each and every one of you guys, man. I hope I touched your soul this morning. You guys go and y'all have a blessed day. I'm gonna make my way to the post office.